Hello everyone, welcome back to L&M Crochet and Handmade. So today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful pink diamond rose. An elegant, simple and perfect for any bouquet. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more crochet tutorials. Thank you. Okay, so to make one flower you will need 4 small petals, 4 medium petals and 5 large petals. And we also need a flower sepal and 3 leaves. This is the color you can use, this color combination you can use to make the rose. So from a dark pink, light pink, like pink and light pink. Okay, so we are gonna make 4 small petals like this. So we'll start with a magic ring. I'll show you a very easy way to do a magic ring. So hold the end tail on your right hand and your working tail on the left hand, and just do a ring like this with your ending tail behind your working tail like this, and then hold the joy with your left hand, this, and then use your hook and just yarn over and lock it with a chain stitch. And now you're ready to work on the magic ring for any type of stitches that you want. If you're working with single stitches, you can start doing single stitches like this, or with this pattern we're going to use the half double crochet, so we will start with 2 chains and then we do a half double crochet around the ring. We're going to do 10 half double crochet. So for half double crochet you do a yarn over on your hook and pull it through the loops, and here you have 3 strands of yarn on your hook, so you're gonna yarn over all 3 strands together. So that's your half double crochet stitches. Your first one, you might use the marker to mark the very first stitch, so that'll be easier for you when you need to do the slip stitch later. So that'll be your first stitch. So we will do 10 half double crochet in the ring. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so count again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so pull this yarn to close the ring tightly. And now you're going to do a slip stitch into the first one. So remove the marker, do a slip stitch here. Okay, so when you do the slip stitch at the end of the row, just make sure that you pull the yarn really tight, so this slip stitch is not very visible. So that's the first row. For the second row we're gonna do 2 chain, and do not count this one as a stitch. Okay, so we will do 10 half double crochet increase in this row. So where you're gonna start is the same stitch that you slip stitch at the end of the first row, this one right here. So the same stitch that you do the slip stitch. So insert the hook here, again pull through all 3 yarns together. So that is your first half double crochet. So we're gonna do 1 more in the same hole to make an increase. So that's your first increase we're gonna do 10 half double crochet increase for the second row, and then at the end of second row you should have 20 stitches together. Increase. So now you have 20 stitches on your second row, and now you're going to do a slip stitch into the first one as well. So an easy way to find your first stitch is you count 1, 2, and that third one should be the first stitch of the second row where you need to do the slip stitch. This one. Okay, pull the yarn through and then pull it really tight so the slip stitch is small. Okay, so now we're going to start the third row. Again, do 2 chains and do not count this one as a stitch. So for this row we will do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch and 1 half double crochet increase in the second stitch, and repeat that pattern 10 times to make 30 stitches together. So again, insert your hook in the same stitch that you slip stitch and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. So that is your first half double crochet, and then in the next stitch we will do a half double crochet increase. So 1, and then on the same hole half double crochet again. So this is the pattern, and you repeat it 9 more times. So 1 half double crochet and then 1 in the same hole, half double crochet increase. Okay, so the last stitch is a half double crochet increase. So now you should have 30 stitches together when you finish the third row. So now you do a slip stitch at the stitch where you mark, or you can easily find it when you count the change here. 1, 2, and 3, the third one. Pull the loops and do 1 single stitch before you cut the yarn. Then you can cut the yarn at the back. Now you finish the small petals and make 4 small petals like this. Okay, now we're going to do this medium petals. So for the medium petal you will need to make 4 of them, and so the first 3 rows are similar to the small petals. So I'll show the pattern on the screen and you can follow to make the first 3 rows again. I finished the first 3 rows and now you have 30 stitches. Start the 4th rows by making 1 chain and do not count this one as a stitch. Okay, so Next we will do 9 single stitches. So the first single stitches is also where you have your slip stitch on your previous row. So insert your hook here to start your first single stitch. Okay, so do 8 single stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you have 8 single stitches, and now we're going to do a pattern to make the edge of the medium petal. So you will do a single stitch in the next stitch, and then do 2 chains, and do single stitches in the next one. Again, 2 chain and single stitches. So we will repeat this one, this single stitch, single stitches and 2 chains. We will repeat this pattern 6 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. The easiest way is to count the chain stitches. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you end this pattern with 2 chain, and now you do 1 single stitches. Now we reach to the middle of the petal. This is where we're going to do like a picot edge to mark the center of the petal. You will do 1 single stitches here and do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and then you do 1 single stitch in the same hole, in the same stitch. So that will be the center of the petal, where you have like a picot edge here. Now we're gonna repeat the pattern single stitch and 2 chain 6 times. So do 1 single stitch, 2 chains, 1 single stitch, 2 chain. Repeat this one 6 times. Got 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you end with 2 chain. That's the end of the pattern. So the rest you will do another 8 single stitches to finish the row. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we do 8 single stitches until the end of the row, and that will be the end of the 4 rows. This is how you finish the medium one. So slip stitch, pull the yarn tie and do 1 single stitch, and you can cut the yarn. Okay, so that's your medium petal, and you will make 4 of them. Okay, so for the large petals you will need to make 5 of them. So we will start row 4. So the first 3 rows is similar to the small one that we make. So to start row 4, you chain 1 and do not count this one as a stitch, and do 8 single stitches. So the first single stitch is here, is where you have your slip stitch. The first one, you do 8 of them, 8 single stitches. stitches. Okay, so for the next 15 stitches, we're gonna do almost 2 stitches in one hole, in one stitch of the previous row, but that'll be all different type of stitches, and you should stay very close attention so you don't get confused. So the first stitches here, we're gonna do a half double crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch. So half double crochet and then a double crochet in the same stitch. That's the first one. So the next stitch, we're gonna do a double crochet increase. So it means that it's 2 double crochets in one stitch. So 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, the next stitch we will do a double crochet increase in the same stitch. We need 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and we do 2 chains, and you're gonna slip stitch, you're gonna slip into the same stitch that you've just done the 2 double crochet. So this hole here, slip stitch, pull the yarn. Okay, so the next one, the next stitch here, we're going to do a single stitch and a half double crochet in the same stitch. So 1 single stitch and then 1 half double crochet together in the same stitch. Next one, we're going to have a double crochet and a treble crochet in the same stitch. So 1 double crochet and then 1 treble. The treble crochet is when you do 2 yarn overs on the hook, and then on the same stitch here you will pull the yarn through 2 loops at a time, 1 and then 2 and 3. So that is your treble crochet. Okay, so the next one we want to do a treble crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch. So 1 treble and then 1 double in the same stitch. Right, the next stitch we will do a double crochet increase, which means 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. The next one we will do a treble crochet increase, which means 2 treble crochet in 1 stitch, one treble and then the second treble in the same stitch. That is 2 treble crochet in 1 stitch, and then you will do 3 chains and you slip into the same hole that you just do the 2 treble crochet. Pull the yarn. Okay, now do 2 chain and working on the next stitch a double crochet increase, which means 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Next one we will do a double and a treble in the same stitch, double and then a treble in the same one. Okay, next stitch we will do a treble and a double, treble and a double in the same stitch. So now we're gonna make a half double crochet and a single stitch in the next one. Half double crochet and then a single stitch in the same stitch. Okay, now you're gonna do a slip stitch into the next stitch. Do a slip stitch like this, and then from here you do 2 chains, and you will do a double crochet increase in the slips. In the stitch you just did the slip stitch in this hole here. So do 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. Now you do again 1 double crochet increase in the next stitch. Yeah. And in the next one you will do a double crochet and a half double crochet together. So 1 double crochet and then 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. So you will have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you will finish the row with 7 single stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then do a slip stitch in the first row. In the first stitch. Do a slip stitch, pull it tight, and do 1 single stitch. And now you can cut the yarn. So that is the large petal of the diamond rose, and you will make 5 of them. Okay, now I'll show you how to make the flower sepal for the rose. So we start with the magic ring, and then we do 3 chains at the starting, and do not count this one as a stitch. So in the ring we will do 10 double crochet. Pull to close the ring, and you do slip stitch into the first stitch. So this is your first stitch, and do 3 chain again, and do not count this one as a stitch. You will start the second row with a double crochet increase. So we have 10 double crochet increase in this row. Okay, last one. So now you should have 20 stitches when you finish the second row. So do a slip stitch into the first one. Okay, so from here we will do 9 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 chain. So starting from the second chain, we will do 2 single stitches. So skip this one. I'm going to insert the hook on the second chain. So we do 2 single stitch, and then 2 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 half double crochet second half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, in the next 2 stitches we will do 2 double crochet. So 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. Okay, in the next 2 stitches we will do 2 treble crochet. So that's the first treble and that's the second treble. So you will working all the 9 chains, and then we will do a slip stitch onto the base, but you will skip 3 stitches and slip into the 4th one. Okay, so we're gonna skip. So this is the first one. Do not count this one. Okay, so we will count 1, 2, 3, and we will slip here. So, okay, so if you repeat this process, you should have 5 spikes for your sepal. So, okay, so I finished 5, and you will slip stitch into this last one. And you can cut the yarn, and you can hide the yarn on the back, because weaving. Pull this yarn of the magic ring really tight, and you can tie it. So that's the sepal of the flowers. So now we're going to make the leaves.